All right. Here's the highlight. First of all, know when they're starting to report in the morning. You're trading in the morning. You got Lombardia reports in the 9 Central hour. You got New York that's been reporting at noon, and then at 10:35 Central today. You've got U.S. numbers that come in, and then the whole nation of Italy comes in around 11 Central in that hour. Europe moved their clocks back over the weekend, so all that changed from Friday to Monday as far as when they're reporting. That's your job as a trader, to know when these numbers come in and how they could react and what's priced in and what isn't. All right? So the numbers in New York were plus 14% Sunday, plus 12% yesterday, plus 14% was the uptick. The raw cases, again, it's the percentages to wait. I know there might be more or less testing, but at some point the markets are caring about, plus 8%, plus 6%, a downtick in the number of cases. Now they're starting to get that in Italy, and that's why this is the highlight of today's session, is because you don't know this, then you're not really accurately and professionally participating in these markets. That's what's driving this market. Everybody knows that front and center. Massive, massive amounts of uncertainty, which stocks hate. It's the worst thing for any kind of upside for stocks is uncertainty. So they've been able to rally. A lot's been attributed to month-end, quarter-end buying. This is the last day of both. But they've gotten some better numbers over the last 3 or 4 days out of Italy. We'll see in an hour. They've gotten better numbers, not better numbers necessarily, but not as poor of numbers, like up 20%, up 50%, up 30% day over day. They're cracking down below 1.5, 1.4, 1.2%. Not 1 or 2%, but 12%, 14%, and such. So that's important. The other thing is, know where you're at on the map. So when you got to have a drone type chart. So let's say this at 24 PNF that I'm looking at. This gives me a sense of what happened all the way back from the overnight session. It's still a rotational map or chart, but I'm getting a sense it's spending a lot of time here. It's spending a lot of time here. I know that in the overnight session, this was yesterday, this overnight session came up in here. Then they had another overnight high. I'm sorry, this is yesterday's high, and this is the overnight high. And so you take a drone view of what's going on, helicopter view of what's going on, instead of getting lost in the noise. And so we opened up, maybe somewhat weak. We came back, re-rallied, and after this open, and now you've got a chance to really not be caught short above some important levels. And it's not just because of these swing highs and yesterday's high and the overnight high and everything. It's because it's, last week, Friday's high roughly, and last Thursday's high. So on a daily chart, all right, I'll bring over a daily chart. Just look at here. Don't pay attention to anything, but all of these are dailies, and they're all coming in. At some point, you're going to be able to pop through them. I'm not trying to get people positioned long for it, but first I'm trying to keep people from being surprised and stuck short with it. All right? That's the key. Stay off the wrong side before you try to pick the right side. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, as many as you can, because get over 1,000, I'll start doing some live videos. And if you like the channel before the live videos, you might think it's simply amazing after. Again, that's my humble opinion.